No. You give?
No, not yet.
Now?
Okay, that's enough. Monk, Stephen, back into the room.
Aw, Teach, we weren't doing nothing.
Yeah.
Back into the room.
All right.
Well, what is it, Jean? You seem so upset.
I am. Is Miriam home, Mom?
Well, she's upstairs. Why?
Are you sure?
I think so.
What do you mean you think so?
Well, I came in a little late today, but she had already gotten her dinner and had gone upstairs.
Well, did you speak to her before?
Oh, no, I didn't want to disturb her. I thought she might have had a rough day at the office and, was a little tired.
She had a rough day, all right.
What is this all about, Jean? Did anything happen to Miriam at the office today?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it did.
Well, what?
This.
Hello, Jane.
Miriam, I guess you know why I'm here.
I really don't feel very well. Perhaps we could just talk about this some
No,
other time.
Miriam, I want to do it now.
Jean.
I'm dizzy, Jean. My stomach is real queasy.
You don't have anything to hide, do you?
No.
We just want to straighten this all out, sweetheart.
Miriam, do you know anything about this? Where'd you get these?
I don't know.
They are yours, aren't they?
No! Well, I don't know.
Vicky said she found them in your purse.
Right, yeah, but you see, I don't know how they got there.
Well, think hard, honey. You think they might have been left over there from before?
No, because that was a new purse.
Maybe you overlooked them when you were changing things from one purse to the other, Miriam.
I didn't overlook anything. I never, ever saw those things before this afternoon. Well, come on, doesn't somebody want to say they believe me?
I do believe you.
You don't believe me. You just think I'm lying, don't you? You just think I'm addicted to those things.
No.
Oh, I can see you do. I can see it right in your eyes, Mama. It's not true, though.
No, Miriam. Now, I believe you, honey. Now, stop this.
Well, don't look at me that way. Maybe it is true. I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Maybe something's just happening to my mind again, like before.
Come on, no. Enough of that. Now, you're going to fight this, honey. You're not going to give in to it. Now, you have the power now, and you didn't have it before now.
Yeah. I don't feel well.
Well, now, you just take yourself right back upstairs and get yourself a good night's rest.
Thank you.
Mom, the label reads Kingsley General Hospital Pharmacy. Now, there is no way that they would prescribe these things for her.
Yet she had them.
You don't believe her, do you?
Of course I do, but there's this mystery about it, that's all.
Mm-hmm, and something I plan on getting to the bottom of. But not here and now, because I'm too tired.
Is everything all right?
Well, sure, well, why shouldn't it be?
Well, you don't have to get on the defensive. I was just asking you. I mean, is it anything you want to talk about, Jean?
No, there's nothing I want to talk about. Who have you been talking to, Mom?
Oh, it's just a mother senses these things, you know.
Yeah, it was a false alarm.
Well, just remember I'm here.
Right.
Well,
I'll see you later.
don't I get a kiss?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Jean. I love you, honey. Now you just go home and relax.
Oh, thanks, Mom. See you later.
May I come in?
Yeah, sure. Nancy's in the kitchen. She'll be out in a minute.
And Mr. Carpenter?
He's at a meeting. I'll see what's keeping Nancy.
We really haven't spoken much since our confrontation at Morningside Hospital, have we?
No?
I thought you'd left town.
I did.
And yet here you are.
Yes.
I'm surprised. After all, I didn't think a health care facility in Kingsley would take you.
Well, as you can see, there's always private patients.
Yes. Well, this setup should prove to be perfect for your schemes.
If I was still pursuing them. I mean, once burned, twice shy, you know.
If I remember correctly, the patients at Morningside weren't the first you blackmailed. Just a little word to the wise, Mr. Barron. I'm not going to stand by and have you victimized my sister. I suggest you seek other employment immediately. If you slip away quietly, then there won't be any problem.
I don't like threats, Mrs. Davidson.
Believe me, I don't like making them. But I don't make them idly, so I suggest you heed my warning.
Well, I thought I heard a minor disturbance in here.
Would you like me to stay?
No, actually. Would you draw my bath?
Sure.
We're gonna have to cut this short, Terry. I'm expecting Charles any minute now, and you know, a girl's gotta look her best.
Of course, I just wanted to see how you were doing.
Well, as you can see, just fine.
And it's working out with Tab?
Yes, he's just wonderful.
I want you to know, Nancy, if you ever have a problem with anything, please call me.
Yeah, well, thank you. And you too, if you need anyone, call me.
Thank you. That would be nice. Well, I guess we're not supposed to talk about the house.
No, Charles said leave that to the attorneys.
Seems sad that others have to handle our personal affairs.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's for the better, you know. I mean, I have no mind for that sort of thing, so it'll have to wait till after the wedding.
When's that going to be?
Well, with Charles's busy schedule, who knows? But soon, real soon. Wouldn't it be nice if we decided to move into the house after we got married?
Yes.
I'll have to mention that to him. Why he stays in a dump like this is beyond me. Well, Charles will be along any minute now.
Yeah, of course. Well, I'm glad to see that you're getting along as well as you are, and believe me, I'm still praying for you, you know.
Thanks.
And I meant what I said before. If you have any problems with anything at all, I'm always available.
You make it sound like you're expecting something to happen.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to alarm you. No. Good night.
Well, that was fast.
The faster the better.
I must say, you certainly have interesting taste in sisters.
Someone's idea of a practical joke, I think.
Nancy, be careful of her.
What? Why?
Well, I know her type. You know, the smiling and politeness on the outside, but she can't fool me for a minute. Just watch out. That's all.
I stopped by Mom's earlier. Seems Miriam had a pretty rough day. I think she'll be all right, though.
Good, good.
All right, Carla, let's stop it right now.
Stop what?
That.
Well, you're the one who came marching in here like pretending like I was in another room.
Well, excuse me, I'm very tired.
Well, that excuse won't do, Jean. You may be tired, but you're also angry with me. Why don't you just admit it?
All right, I'll admit it. I'm angry with you, and I have every good reason to be angry with you, lady.
Why?
Like I said, I stopped by Mom's earlier, and you told her about our problem, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Why, Carla?
Because I thought she could help.
Carla, you know this is our problem, and I resent the fact that you keep bringing other people into
Well,
it.
I have to talk to somebody. You refuse to deal with
Now, that's
it.
not true. It's not true at all.
Oh? Well, how about when you walked out on me this morning?
I had to go to work for crying out loud.
Oh, there you go, making excuses again.
It's not an excuse, it's true.
It's a lie. You couldn't handle it, so you left.
Don't you start calling me a liar,
Then
Carla.
don't give me reason to.
Look, do you know how I feel knowing that my own mother knows the intimate details of my life?
It's my life, too.
But I never gave you permission to tell everyone about me.
The second you refused to discuss it, you gave me permission.
Don't play games with me, Carla.
I don't want to play games with you, Jean, but what am I supposed to do? Now, yes, I told your mother. And yes, I told Reverend Cruz. And I'll tell anyone else that I think...
No, it stops right here. You understand me? It stops right here. I'm tired of this stuff.
Oh, this is really sweet, Monk. Look at the picture of the pretty little buddy, everyone.
How would you like your face rearranged, Delilah?
He's a monkey mad because I caught him trying to read his little sister's book.
Give it here.
My turn.
Yeah, it's your turn, all right. How would you like to settle this man to man?
Isn't that man to little boy?
Scared?
You calling me yellow, little boy?
That's the nicest thing I'm calling you, little boy. Care to prove with your fists what you can't say in English?
Stop it, both of you.
Why stop with feast?
Yeah, you're right.
Now or later.
Now.
I said that's enough.
You stay out of this, lady.
Monk, I'm in charge here. Either you sit down
out or get out and don't bother to come back.
You're going to hide behind teacher's skirt, little boy?
Hey, man, you got
Hey, no, that is enough. Hey, cut it out. That is enough.
What are you doing here?
Get out the way, Mr. Clean, unless you want to end up like him.
Hey, you want to take me on?
Hey, man, who are you anyway?
Ben, I'm in charge here, not you.
Yeah, is this how you handle a class?
How I handle a class is my business.
Hey, get out of here, man.
Don't threaten me.
Ben?
You just go on. You just get out of here and you leave the rest of us in peace.
Hey, I don't need this scene.
Okay, it's for you.
Ben, this is my
I'll take
responsibility.
care of it. Now, I want you to go out there and you join your friend, okay? Just leave us all in peace. Get out of here.
Class dismissed.
Look, I know you're probably angry with me, but look, what if this had really gotten out of hand and somebody had gotten hurt? Okay, fine. Let's just go home. We'll talk about it there.
Don't touch me, Ben. Just stay away.
Lori, it's already made anyway. Someone has to eat it. Oh. It's so good. It's so good.
You can't bribe me with food, you know.
What are you doing in here?
I wanted to see what a bad job you did.
Cinnamon toast. This is your favorite.
It's not my favorite. You left it in the toaster too long.
Well, I'll have to work on that.
Too much cinnamon.
Tea?
I can pour it.
No. I'm serving this morning, remember?
Is this your penance?
In a way. I do want to apologize once again for last night.
I know you're sorry.
But?
I think there's something we need to discuss.
Shoot.
Don't tempt me.
Very funny.
We sort of avoided this during our discussion last night.
Oh, is that what that was?
Ben,
All right, I'll be good. I'll be good.
I don't think you can accept my authority in the classroom.
I didn't see much last night.
You only saw half the picture. Now, I admit what you saw looked bad, but I could have brought it under control.
How?
Ben, I know these kids. I've got a handle on their strengths and their weaknesses.
Oh, you could have stopped that fight?
Yes. Now, I admit that I probably was wrong in letting it go as far as it did, but I could have brought it under control.
Okay.
I mean, look what I have to deal with as a result of last night. I've lost face.
That smacks of pride, Lori.
Yes, it does, but that's the one thing that I can reach them with, the one thing that they understand. We jab at each other's soft spots and then prod each other into action. I shame them into learning, and they dare me to make them learn. By doing what you did, you exposed too much of me and made me too vulnerable. I'm going to have to work very hard at earning their respect again.
I'm sorry.
I know you are, but please accept the authority that the Lord's given me in this area. And Ben, don't interfere again.
I promise. But I'm still concerned about your safety.
I know you are, but I've been careful so far, and I'll continue to be.
Okay. We friends?
I think we can do better than that.
Okay.
Now, it's getting late. Now, you march yourself right down here. And I mean it, girl.
All right. So I got dressed like you said.
Now, that wasn't so hard, was it?
Mama, my stomach is just so upset.
Well, I've got something for that, too. A nice, hearty breakfast.
No, please, I
Oh,
couldn't.
you're going to eat. Now, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, come on, get along. Come on, get going. Get going.
All right.
Sit down. Sit down.
Look, just maybe a cup of coffee. That's
Oh,
all.
you're going to have that. And some bacon and eggs and toast and juice.
No, that's all. It's a lot. Too much trouble.
Oh, yeah, it certainly is. That's why you're going to eat every bit of it.
Mama, wait a minute. Don't you realize how upset I am?
Well, honey, I didn't do this just to punish you.
I'm sorry. I know you didn't. You see, I've just been doing a lot of thinking about those pills. And I was wondering if maybe Nancy had something to do with it.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, I visited her yesterday on my way to work. And maybe... I feel so helpless and inadequate.
Oh, come on, enough of that now. Since when did feelings like that ever do anything for anybody?
Well, that happens to be the way I feel.
You're feeling a lot less than the good Lord made you, and I'm not going to let you get away with it. Sorry.
But, Mama, I
No
think...
buts in this situation. You're God's child, his precious daughter. Now, he doesn't want you feeling worthless.
No, but I think
Oh, there you
that-
go with those buts again.
But that's because I can't handle it all.
You don't trust the God who made the sun and the sky to help you?
I don't know.
Well, you don't think God can handle a few problems?
Well, maybe, but these aren't little problems. They're big.
Well, they wouldn't be if you just give them to God to handle. Remember what the psalmist said. Be strong and let your heart take courage, all you who have hope in the Lord. Now, where's your hope, Miriam? With him or with yourself?
Okay, so I want it to be in him.
Well, you know you have to do this yourself. I can't do it, you know. Remember, he hasn't given you any problems he didn't think you could handle.
You think so?
I know so. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, but not on an empty stomach. So eat.
So, as you can see, I didn't let them get away with it.
Oh, I don't think they were trying to get away with anything. It looks like an honest mistake to me.
Someday that blind trust of yours is going to get you into a great deal of trouble, Jason.
Yeah, maybe it already has.
Now, on to the rights and responsibilities of the party of the first part.
Sharon, can't we put this away for now? This really wasn't what I wanted to discuss with you.
You did say the Dillon contracts.
Yes, but
These
I wanted...
are the Dillon contracts, aren't they?
Yes.
Good. For a second there, you had me worried. Okay, going on. The party of the first part shall not be liable for any expenses.
Forget it, Sharon. It's no good.
It's a standard contract, Jason. Look, just bear with me through a few more yards of legalese and we can take a break.
No.
Okay, I understand. Tell you what, why don't we just pick this up later on this afternoon then? It really is a bit of a drag.
Sharon, please don't leave.
Don't tell me you're interested in pleasure before business.
No.
Jason, I know what you're going to say. You're going to tell me you think it would be good for us to take a break. Perhaps you're right. Maybe if we got away from each other for a while, we could view our relationship with a fresh approach. I think it's a marvelous idea.
Oh, come on. You don't think any such thing.
I most certainly do.
You know what I'm going to say.
And what's that?
That our relationship is through. I can't go on kidding myself about it any longer.
I see. God has spoken to you again.
He's always been speaking to me. It's just that I was too stubborn to listen to him.
The charms of a wanton woman were just too much competition, I guess.
I don't blame you. The whole thing was my fault.
Well, at least that's falling on the right shoulders. How many times would you say we've played this scene, Jason? 8, 10? At least every 6 months since your wife died.
Probably. And every time I'd stop short of facing the facts that what I was doing was wrong in the eyes of God.
You'll excuse me then if I take this latest mea culpa with a very large grain of salt.
Look, the fact of the matter is that I'm not turning my back on God anymore. Now we're through. I hope you realize that I mean it.
Hypocrite. You wouldn't be saying any of this if it weren't for that Davidson woman.
Maybe, but not for the same reasons that you think. I saw our relationship through her eyes with the same perspective that God gave her. The same perspective I should have had.
Oh, don't ennoble your reasons with that religious claptrap. I'm being replaced by another woman, not by God.
I shouldn't expect you to see the spiritual aspect of all of this. At least not with the example that I've been setting.
No, especially not with that. If anything, you've proven to me the ridiculousness of God and all those who believe in him.
Oh, Rio de Janeiro. It sounds so divine. It's so romantic, isn't it, Charles?
Mm-hmm.
Charles, you're not paying any attention to me.
What?
Well, here am I trying to plan our honeymoon, and you sit there going over your papers like I'm you know, planning a shopping trip or something.
Well, I heard you. You said something about a cruise, right?
Nice try. I was talking about Rio de Janeiro.
For our honeymoon.
No, for the Winter Olympics.
Oh, Rio de Janeiro. That's lovely. That's just fine. There's a tiny little rugged footpath out in the hills that's just perfect for romantic moonlight walks. You'll love it. Oh.
We can go hang gliding afterwards, right?
I'll get it.
You're so generous.
Miriam, what a pleasant surprise.
Daddy?
Well, what brings you by?
I had a very rough day yesterday, and I thought maybe Nancy would like to discuss it with me.
Oh?
And if Nancy won't discuss it with me, maybe you will.
Now, what is going on here?
Yes, Nancy, what indeed? Would you like to tell Daddy about your latest trick?